If you've been looking for natural ways to support your heart health alongside your doctor's recommendations, 3 traditional foods from ancient cultures might offer some interesting benefits that modern research is beginning to understand. Now, before we dive in, I want to be crystal clear. This content is for educational purposes only and should never replace professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your treatment plan or adding new foods to your routine, especially if you have existing heart conditions or take medications. Picture your cardiovascular system as an incredible network of highways that need to stay clear and flowing smoothly. Over time, various factors like diet, stress, and lifestyle can contribute to changes in these pathways. While modern medicine offers many excellent tools to support heart health, researchers are also investigating how certain traditional foods might complement these approaches. Today, I want to share 3 foods that have caught the attention of researchers. Kokum fruit from India's coastal regions. Moringa leaves known as the miracle tree, and Jamun berries with their distinctive purple color. Each has been studied for potential cardiovascular benefits, and the research findings are quite interesting. Does this approach to exploring traditional foods alongside modern medicine make sense so far? Type yes below. And if you want more evidence-based health content that bridges traditional wisdom with modern research, hit that subscribe button. Let's start with kokum, scientifically known as Garcinia indica. This fruit has been used traditionally in Indian coastal cooking for centuries, primarily for its tangy flavor. What makes it interesting from a research perspective is a compound called hydroxyceric acid, or HCA. In laboratory studies, researchers have observed some promising effects on cholesterol metabolism. A study conducted at India's Central Food Technological Research Institute examined kokum extract in animal models with elevated cholesterol levels. The researchers observed changes in cholesterol markers, with what appeared to be improvements in the LDL-to-HDL ratio. More recently, a human pilot study involving 60 overweight adults showed that participants taking kokum rind powder experienced some positive changes in their lipid profiles over the study period. The proposed mechanism involves an enzyme called ATP citrullinase, which plays a role in cholesterol synthesis. Some research suggests that compounds in kokum may influence this enzyme's activity. Additionally, kokum is naturally rich in potassium, which research shows may support healthy blood pressure levels in some individuals. From a practical standpoint, kokum can be found as dried rinds online and is quite affordable. Traditional preparation involves soaking the rinds in water to create a refreshing drink. Some people enjoy adding it to curries as a natural souring agent. If you decide to try kokum, remember that it's mildly acidic, so rinsing your mouth with water afterward may help protect tooth enamel, just as you would with any acidic food or beverage. Now, let's explore Moringa oleifera, often called the miracle tree in traditional systems. Ancient Ayurvedic texts reference this plant thousands of years ago. Modern nutritional analysis shows it contains an impressive array of nutrients, including 46 different antioxidants and a good amount of plant-based protein. A double-blind study published in the journal Nutrients followed 80 postmenopausal women who consumed Moringa powder daily. After 12 weeks, researchers observed some positive changes in cholesterol markers and noted improvements in certain cardiovascular measurements using ultrasound technology. While these results are encouraging, it's important to note that this was one study with a specific population group. The research suggests that Moringa may work through several pathways. Some compounds in Moringa appear to support the body's natural production of nitric oxide, which plays a role in blood vessel function. Other components may support the body's natural processes for managing cholesterol metabolism. Who else finds it fascinating how traditional foods are being studied with modern scientific methods? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one and love learning about your experiences with traditional foods. Incorporating Moringa into your routine is straightforward. Many people start with half a teaspoon in smoothies, as it has a mild spinach-like taste. You can gradually increase to a full tablespoon as you get accustomed to it. It mixes well into soups when added off heat to preserve its nutritional content. A pound of quality Moringa powder typically costs around $15 and can last several months, making it quite economical. One important consideration: Moringa may have mild blood-thinning properties, so if you're taking anticoagulant medications, it's essential to discuss this with your healthcare provider and monitor your levels appropriately. Our third food is Jamun, also known as Indian blackberry or Syzygium cumini. This deep purple fruit has been valued in traditional systems for centuries, and its rich color comes from powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. Research conducted at Delhi University involved participants with diabetes who consumed Jamun seed powder daily. Over 6 months, researchers observed improvements in several health markers, including changes in cholesterol levels and blood sugar control. Ultrasound imaging suggested some positive changes in arterial measurements, though individual results varied significantly. The proposed mechanisms are interesting. The anthocyanins in Jamun may help protect LDL cholesterol from oxidation, a process that researchers believe contributes to cardiovascular concerns. Additionally, compounds in Jamun seeds may support certain enzymes that play roles in cholesterol metabolism. Before I share how to use Jamun practically, if this information about traditional foods and modern research has been helpful so far, give this video a like. It really helps us reach more people who might benefit from this educational content. Jamun can be found as freeze-dried powder online, which provides consistency year-round since fresh fruit is seasonal and expensive outside of Asia. 1 teaspoon of powder roughly equals a small handful of fresh fruit. Many people. Mix it into yogurt, sprinkle it over oatmeal, or blend it with water and lemon for a refreshing drink. The taste is somewhat astringent, similar to cranberry, with a dry finish. A helpful tip: consuming Jamun with vitamin C sources like lemon may help with the absorption of its beneficial compounds. However, Jamun may influence blood sugar levels, so if you have diabetes or take glucose-lowering medications, close monitoring with your healthcare provider is important to avoid any complications. Now here's what makes this approach particularly interesting from a research perspective. Each of these foods appears to work through different pathways that complement rather than compete with each other. Kokum may influence cholesterol synthesis, Moringa might support blood vessel function and natural detoxification processes, while Jamun could help with antioxidant protection and glucose metabolism. This concept of combining foods with different mechanisms mirrors the success of dietary patterns like the Mediterranean diet, where multiple beneficial compounds work together synergistically. While no single study has tested this exact combination, the principle of diverse complementary nutrients is well established in nutritional science. For those interested in incorporating these foods, consider rotating them throughout your day. Perhaps kokum water with lunch, moringa in your morning smoothie, and Jamun powder with evening yogurt. This rotation helps maintain variety and potentially provides consistent beneficial compounds throughout the day. Let me address some common practical questions. Many people ask about interactions with medications. Currently, research doesn't suggest significant conflicts with common heart medications. But this is exactly why healthcare provider consultation is so important. Your doctor can review your specific situation and medications to provide personalized guidance. Regarding timelines, some people notice changes in energy or well-being within weeks, while research suggests that measurable changes in cardiovascular markers typically require several months of consistency. Remember, cardiovascular health is a long-term investment, not a quick fix. Some prefer capsule forms for convenience, and these are available. However, whole food forms provide the full spectrum of nutrients, fiber, and compounds that might work together synergistically. Plus, traditional preparations like kokum drinks can be genuinely enjoyable parts of your routine. Comment ready if you're considering trying any of these traditional foods as part of your heart-healthy lifestyle. And if you know someone who's interested in natural approaches to wellness, please share this video with them. It might be exactly what they're looking for. For pregnancy concerns, while moringa and kokum are commonly consumed foods in their native regions, Jamun seeds specifically should be avoided during pregnancy due to potential effects on uterine muscles. As always, pregnant individuals should discuss any dietary changes with their healthcare providers. Now here's the key principle. These traditional foods work best as part of a comprehensive approach to heart health. Think of them as potential allies in your wellness journey, not magic solutions. Pairing them with proven lifestyle factors amplifies their potential benefits. Regular movement, even just daily walking, creates beneficial effects on cardiovascular function. Quality sleep supports the body's natural repair and cholesterol regulation processes. Managing stress through techniques like deep breathing or meditation may support healthy blood pressure. Limiting alcohol consumption allows the body's natural cholesterol transport systems to work optimally. The beautiful thing about this approach is that it honors both traditional wisdom and modern science. These foods have nourished people for thousands of years, and now we're beginning to understand some of the mechanisms behind their traditional uses. What was your biggest takeaway from today's exploration of traditional heart-healthy foods? Share it below. Subscribe for more science-backed health content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern research. And I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore more fascinating connections between traditional foods and contemporary health science. Remember, your heart doesn't need perfection. It benefits from consistent, thoughtful choices. These traditional foods represent one potential piece of your overall wellness puzzle, always to be considered alongside professional medical care and proven lifestyle practices. This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with a healthcare professional before making changes to your treatment plan. Individual results may vary, and this information is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. If you have a medical emergency, contact your doctor or emergency services immediately. The Health Treatment Center provides educational content only and is not replacing your healthcare provider.